Okay, I think we're live. Are we live? Somebody tell me we're live. I think we're live. All right. It's been a little bit, almost a week. I was live on Friday. I did not stream on Bowden's stream last night. I had to take a personal day, so that didn't happen. But I have my Gurdy here next to me, and we're going to do that tonight. The last time I did this was Friday night, and it was a bit of a train wreck. Not as much as the guy playing on the motorcycle outside. Living in the city. I might be able to get rid of some of that noise by closing the patio door, actually. He's just going to be doing loops. It's still loud. We got the Gurney next to me here, and we're going to be doing that for a little bit. I'm going to take another run at Health of the Company, even though it irritated me last week. And then we got some Valheim to play after that. Valheim's a really fun Viking game. It's an indie. It's first release of the studio that wrote it and designed it, and it has blown up. And it is absolutely hilariously fun, despite being surprisingly basic. I'm a huge fan, and I've spent a lot of hours in the game. I've bought it for a couple of people, and we're actually trying to get a clan put together so we can do 16-person raids against the bosses and, build Viking villages all around the world and stuff. So that's super fun. We'll be doing that. Hopefully this guy runs out of gas sometime soon. Literally. So I had to close the curtains back here because it is sunset. I am backlit super hard tonight. So that's kind of craziness. Oh, and I better double check that I'm actually in Discord. And everything's good to go there. There we go. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? Are you there, Steve? Steve?
I'm here. I'm just suffering the time warp.
Time warp? Oh. Is that why I felt so bad this week? Was that this week?
You're here and time's all wibbly wobbly.
There's definitely some wibbly wobbly going on in the world lately, so. Just get this Gurdy out here and get it set up and ready to go. We're going to try Health to the Company again, Steve.
Sure.
We're going to try it. I am optimistic that it's going to go as well as it can. I wonder if there's anywhere clever. I can clip a silly tune or two. I have two of them. Where's my crank? What you been up to, Steve?
I just got home a few minutes ago.
Oh, right on. Thanks for hanging out then.
Yeah.
The threads on my crank are starting to get a little buggered. I'm not a fan. Okay, this thing is dusty and dirty and what the heck? It's amateur hour up in here. That might just do the trick. That might just do the trick, Steve.
Yeah, certainly worth a try.
You'd seen that Valhalla yet, buddy?
Oh, the Valheim?
Yeah, Valheim, that one. That one, that's what I meant to say, yes.
Seen it, have not played it yet.
Dude, it's good. But it seems to think that's a G, so I guess it's working. Sounds pretty good. Sounds actually presentable. Just a little bit, Steve. Alright, we're gonna set all this shit off to one side. And the dude doing laps up and down the alley needs to give it a rest. Holy crap. It's getting bad out there. And we're gonna rewind the book. We're gonna roll through our playlist before we jump into health to warm up. So, from the very beginning, the classic Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and then we'll figure it out from there. So the other news is I started a TikTok, and I've started to do basic 30-40 second recordings of these practice songs, so you can see those on TikTok. And if you want to see those, I just put a link in the chat. It's linktr.ee, linktree, /Tipsy Raven. So you can see those there. Apparently I still know how to play that. Oops, I hit the wrong key. Okay, we're gonna do that again since I apparently forgot how to play that one. Nope. Okay, one more time, just make sure it's down pat. My energy levels are down today. Hopefully I can find something that juices me up. Drink some tea. Man, I haven't practiced in a while, you can tell. I'm sure it's coming across clear as day that I haven't practiced. Slow it down, just get through it. I'm not a big fan of this song, but sure, why not? Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Maybe. We'll see. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. We're going to get through it. We're going to get through it, and we're going to get through it together. Oh, hey, here's a song that I should probably not mistake or make a mistake on, but I'm probably going to just the same. You know, I'm going to get rid of some of that drone.
Oh, they're not mistakes. They're just happy little accidents.
They're happy little accidents. I need a paperweight. My, there we go. And you know what? I'm going to change the camera angle. There we go. Yeah, that works. It wasn't bad, except I made a mistake on the one of the early notes. I'll try it again. One of my notes doesn't sound. Like, I'm not sure what I'm. Something's got a weird buzz to it. Right there, right there. I did it. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna move past it. Ooh. I hadn't thought about this one in a while. We practiced this a couple of times over and over the other day. Let's see if any of it stuck. Whoops. You know, I think it's the drone that's throwing me off. Oops. Try to start that second part over. I think I'm slightly out of tune. I think that's part of the problem I'm having with it tonight. It's just being a pain. Just being a pain. Yeah, we're gonna move past it. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna move past it. That's how we're gonna solve that particular problem. I don't know those songs. I'm not gonna try. Ooh. Here we go. We'll try this one. And this, we gotta be in a different key. Something's not right. Something's not right, and I don't know what it is. I need my tuner. 1 second. Do 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 do. Wakey wakey tuner software, please tell me why my thing doesn't sound right. That's right. That's wrong. Something about that drone is just unhappy. Oh, that is right. Why am I getting 2 notes? There's only 1 string turned on. I think there's something going on with my cotton. Okay, it's a little flat. Okay, that's better. All right, let's dive into this thing and see if I can't train wreck it too. Oh, it doesn't drop that fast. Meh. Okay, let's start over. Oh, I lost my place in the song. I'm gonna start over. Okay, that didn't go so bad. I think I'm gonna move past that one. Oh wait, we're still in the key of D. We're still in the key of D. We're still in the key of D. We'll try this one. Okay, that didn't go so poorly. That didn't go so poorly. All right. And before we play that, we're gonna play from memory. And then, and then, and then, okay, and then we go like this, and then we go like this, and then we go like this, and like that. Okay, that went well. That went well. That went well. Maybe I'm starting to find my energy. I have had such a down day today. I was sick yesterday. I did not feel well. It was a day that was not a pleasant one. And maybe I'm still coming down from it, but... Ugh. Alright, I gotta get the graces in there so I can break those notes apart. There's definitely something wrong with the G notes on this Gurdie. I think it's I think I got to recotton it or something. I think that is what needs to happen. I do not like playing that song, so I'm gonna skip it. Okay, here we go. This is where we got to last progression night. Okay, I gotta stop hitting the wrong note. That's what I gotta do. Whoops. Okay. Andrew Cole, how you doing tonight, buddy? Thanks for hanging out in the YouTube chat with me here. You are more than welcome to join us in YouTube, in Discord. Although I know you never actually do. You're welcome to though. One of us, come be one of us.
Some of us are here.
Rico,
How's it going?
what's happening, buddy? How you been?
Doing all right. It's getting warm here finally, so I'm enjoying
Yay.
that.
I haven't heard from you in a while, man. What's new? How was that?
It's been busy.
How was that? You were making shepherd's pie.
Oh, that was delicious, by the way. Yeah, I did that for St. Patty's.
I'm so mad I missed out on it, man. I made myself a wonderful pot of goulash actually for St. Pat's. Oh,
All right.
still eating leftovers. So good, so good. What else is new, man? You been up to anything else?
Oh boy, nothing to write home about. Honestly, been enjoying the weather.
It's you can tell here that since they changed the time zone thing, we got the sunset shenanigans going on here, so it's actually
I see that.
It's really nice. I mean, the wind's
Yeah.
rocking and rolling right now, so actually I'm gonna open this door back up since the guy with the motorcycle seems to have stopped. There's a guy with a dirt bike going up and down the alley, and he was just making a racket. But yeah, so it's been real nice here too. Got out to the boat a little bit the other day. Got some work done on it. I got bits and bobs and pieces. I don't have any of them in front of me because I wasn't planning on showing them. But I got the new bits and pieces to make it so that it's called a main sheet, which is a fancy word for rope. And the main sheet pulls the boom, right? Pulls down on it, pulls it in, whatever. And so what happens is the boom gets farther away from the boat. Instead of the main sheet pulling down on the boom and tensioning the back edge of the sail, instead it just pulls in on the boom, which doesn't really do anything. So they have something called a traveler, which causes the block, the pulley, that causes that main sheet to pull down. That traveler will literally travel to the outside of the boat and give you as much downforce as you possibly can get out of it. Now on a boat look, there goes the motorcycle guy. The second I open the patio door, he's just so the traveler will cause it's a car that runs on a track with the block on it, and it goes to the outside of the boat, and so now it'll pull down on the main sheet. And so when the wind is coming at me from the beam of the boat, which is 90 degrees to the length of the boat, I'll be able to actually pull down on the boom and correct the shape of the sail and get more lift, more speed, go faster, get to Catalina sooner. But all this is contingent on getting the oil leak fixed in the engine, which still hasn't happened yet. I'm just going to close this back up because here he comes back again. So that's it sucks that I can't get the boat fixed, but I already gave a guy money for it. Not all of it, thank God. but he's already bought parts and he's got parts sitting there to fix the front seal oil leak on the engine for Tiamo. And so, but he's an older guy, and that's the reason I like to give him money, because I know he doesn't eat for shit unless I do. And so I gave him the money for parts and some labor and a little bit of money up front for some extra labor to come out and pull the parts off the boat in order to determine how bad the problem is. And he got the freshwater pump uninstalled from the sailboat, but not the saltwater pump. So the freshwater pump is just like the one on your car. It causes the antifreeze to go through the system and keep the engine cold. Now, unlike a car, the freshwater goes through a heat exchanger, and the heat exchanger has salt water on one side and fresh water on the other side. And so you got to pull both of those things off in order to get the front cover off the engine. Once the front cover's off the engine, you can take a look at the seal that's actually leaking oil. The problem with that is there's another thing on the front of the engine, is the pulley off the front of the crank, and that's the thing that actually turns the alternator and all these pumps. That pulley is held on with a really huge nut. I mean, it's a monster nut on the front of that motor, bigger than any wrench I own. And so he's come out twice, and he's brought the wrong tools twice, and so we can't get the silly pulley off, which means we can't get the silly cover off, which means we can't inspect the actual leak and figure out what it's going to take to fix the boat. So I still don't...
Turtles all the way down.
It's just lemony schnickets. And so I haven't actually taken my boat out of the slip in a half a year. It's been a half a year since the last time the boat was out of the slip. I have got to get a hold of that man and be like, yo, I need to go sailing, man. And so the cool thing is I got a buddy up in Redondo Beach, and he's got a 36 Catalina, and we took his boat out. The problem is I'm taking codeine for my kidney stones. And apparently codeine messes with your nerves, and one of those nerves being the ones in your ears. And so I got seasick for the first time in over 20 years. It's been over 20 years since the last time I got seasick. And the last time I got seasick, man, that's a story to tell right there too, because we were out in the Keys. I was doing I must have been 16 or 17. Yeah, so it was over 20 years ago now. And we were scuba diving the Keys, because there's a natural reef out there that's like the third largest in the world. And so we're out there scuba diving on that thing. And the tide was coming in, but there was a cross current because there's a Gulf current down there. And so the tide was coming in, but the current was doing another thing, and I was about 30 feet down in between reef walls. And so I had this other weird counter current. Like, there's 3 different currents going on. And so I got down into this little valley between these reef walls, and the water was causing me to surge forward and back, right? I was doing this while trying to swim forward. And the discombobulation... I know some of y'all suffer from motion sickness, and I feel for you, because I got sick again, just because of this codeine stuff. But if you've never had to vomit through a scuba diver regulator under 30, 40 feet of water, you ain't vomited yet. It is the most disconcerting...
I'll pass.
Most, what the hell am I doing with my life moment. I'm, like... Everything in your mind screams, this is a horrible idea. But everything in your body says, tough shit. What are you gonna do? It's an involuntary reaction. And so, oh my God, that was, I mean, I managed to do the deed. And I managed to get the regulator clear and all the things. And I was safe. And I got myself back up to the boat. And I just laid on the deck of the boat going, the hell with my life right now. And here's the funny thing about seasickness, is once you get seasick, the only way to get unseasick is to get stable. And so laying on the boat, I was just as seasick as when I was 40 feet down. And that was the last time I ever got seasick. I never got seasick again after that. And everybody was really worried because we spent a huge amount of money on the scuba diving stuff and the traveling, expenses to the south there and all that jazz. My dad was really worried that, I was just going to sit in the sea base and read a book for the 4 days of that trip. But I got back out there and I was scuba diving the next day and I was perfectly fine. So I went out on this guy's boat and we got about 3-4 miles off the shore and we were sailing north up past Santa Monica, and I was like, I am dreadfully sorry, but this ain't gonna happen because I'm gonna get seasick, man. I can just feel it. And I got green and I had to put my head back and meditate a bit, and we turned the boat around and I helped him sail it back as best as I could, and we got it back in the slip, and the second we got inside the breakwater I was fine. And so we just sat on a boat and smoked cigars and drank beer and shot the shit for another couple hours just so he wasn't wasting his night. And really cool dude, actually. I got to know him pretty well. He's a procurement specialist for the bank, and it sounds like we're gonna try to start a sailing club for the bank I work at. So pretty exciting, actually. I'm kind of excited to see if I can't pull that together. So that's the fun update that's coming down the pipe. I'm going to try this green sleeves one more time. And then I think I'm going to put this thing down because I started with a little bit of a bad energy today. I'm not feeling great. That was Saturday I got seasick, and Tuesday, man, I must have come down with the flu or something. And I just stopped coughing and sneezing 4 or 5 hours ago. So I'm it's like that. How the hell do you get the flu? Somebody explain that to me. How the fuck do you get the flu when you're locked inside your apartment avoiding COVID? I got nothing. But man, the only thing I could compare it to was the flu. And it wasn't like a stomach flu. I was like sneezing, coughing, and I never lost a sense of smell and taste, so I know it wasn't COVID, or the most common. Might have been, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say. Never lost a sense of taste or smell though, so I'm guessing it wasn't that. But yeah, it was actually really nice to get out in the water and go sailing again. I'm gonna have to get that guy a call first thing tomorrow and see what's going on. All right, we're gonna take one more run at this and see what happens with it, and then we're gonna fire up that Valheim. I got a really fun project to share with you guys tonight in the game I'm playing. So let's see if we can't make this work. And you know what? I'm gonna kill the drone. Whoops, messed that up. I lost where I was. Okay, I said one more time, but I'm gonna do that one more time. Okay, good enough. We're gonna put that down. Before I get frustrated with it, we're gonna set that off to one side. Glad to see you hanging out, Rico. I know you've been super busy because I haven't seen you in like a week or so.
Yeah, it's been about a week. I don't remember what happened last week, but I wasn't able to make it.
It's all good.
But I figure, hey, I got some time. Let's do this.
Hell yeah, man. So
Curious how the dwarves are doing.
yeah, I was playing it just the other night and I lost the whole fortress, man.
Oh,
I
with that water wheel that you had?
yep, I flooded the base and killed them all. I absolutely murdered the dwarves.
It was bound to happen.
Now, they were all super happy until they started swimming, and then they were all really unhappy when they started dying because they couldn't swim. We're gonna play some more Dwarf Fortress. I think that'll be Monday night, because the big thing on Friday nights is we're talking about trying to get some Jackbox and like About Us and other party games and stuff, so that we have some interactive gaming on here. So Jackbox is free as long as one of us owns it, and one of us does. I don't know if you've ever played it, but it's hilariously fun.
I have not.
I would love to have you join us for some Jackbox. Yeah, it's super fun. So traditionally, you're supposed to like sit in a living room and you load it on the TV via like a game console, like an Xbox or something, and then you pull out your cell phone, right, and you connect. It pops up a little 4-digit code, and you type the code in to Jackbox.com, and it joins you to the game. And then like the game is a series of prompts, and you type in your responses. And then, like, people vote based on who's the funniest response, and at the end of the game, somebody wins. And there's, like, 7 seasons of this, and every season has, like, 4 different party games in it. So there's a huge number of party games. And my favorite is the rap bot from, like, season 6 or 5. It's a couple seasons ago. But it kind of what's the paper game where you type in or you write in adverbs and nouns and whatnot, like it asks you for words of certain types, and then it gives you a paragraph and it injects all those.
Like Mad Libs?
Mad Libs, yes. It's like Mad Libs, but it's rapping, and so like you're like, I don't know. It's really hard to describe until you play it, but it gives you a series of prompts, and the prompts are always different. I mean, if you played it probably 70, 80 times, you probably start coming around the same prompts again, but it mixes them all up. And so you get all these different prompts, and so what happens is you get these 4-line rap battles between players, and they're giant robots on the screen, and they hold microphones, and they're doing this rap battle thing based on what you type in. Now, what's really cool is Jackbox has text to speech. And so it sounds like the robots are rapping. And so you type all these goofy sons of bitchin' phrases in, and you get the weirdest things. And the best thing that happens is when you have an odd number of players and somebody has to go up against the computer, because the computer comes up with some what the fuck moments. Like, seriously, I just no. So I'm a huge fan of when somebody gets stuck with the computer, because it's sometimes I've seen it quite a few times where the computer wins just because of the what the fuck factor, and you know it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's a super fun game. And then I need to save my work on this. No chords. So this is the cancel that. Okay. I'm gonna actually switch to my desktop. So this is the song I was trying to work on Friday night, and we're just going to give it a little listen. Just a couple of bars in. I sped it back up again from what I was practicing. Big long note. So this is the song I'm working on next. Oops, that's the wrong. There we go. That's the song I'm working on next with the Gurdie, and I got the first couple bars down well enough. It's covered in notes, So this is my print copy. But you see, it's like I wrote the actual note and the key on the Gurdy, and I'm trying to get it to the point where I can read sheet music. And trying to learn how to read sheet music and learn that song at the same time has proven to be really difficult because there's some weird scaling up and scaling down that happens at the same time. So my fingers are getting twisted up in themselves. And I actually sent the sheet music that I remastered for this song because the song wasn't Gurdy. Like there's chords and multiple voices and all kinds of things going on. So I wrote this version of Health of the Company to make it so I could play it on the Gurdy. And I sent it to the guy who made my Gurdy, and he's going to make a video of him playing it. And he's going to specifically make two cameras on it. One just him playing it, but the other one like on his fingers, so I can see how he's going up and down the key chest and start adopting those good habits. Because obviously I have some bad habits that are making it so I can't barely make that song work. What else do we got going on here? Let me check Discord right quick. I don't know if anybody else is joining us this evening. It doesn't look like any of the folks are on. Let me ping. Let's ping him. Let's ping him. Go ping him. It looks like he's actually already in game. Okay, that should do it. Now, before I switch my screen over, I need to actually join the server. Because that's secret. The server is secret. You gotta ask me for access so I don't have some jackass come in there and grief everything. Because it's surprisingly difficult to build some of these houses in this game. So we're going to bring that up. We're going to get that going. And then once that screen comes up, we're going to switch it over to the game. I'm even wearing my Thor hammer here to celebrate Valheim. I found it on a boat when I was out there this last weekend. Okay. And we should be able to do... Everything's shaking because everything's loading. So this is Valheim. This is the game we've been playing lately. This is my little longhouse that I built. So big timbers and planks and a bunch of trophies on the wall. And you know, it's very fantastical. It's supposed to be like Niflheim, where you're not actually in Valhalla. You're not in what's the name of the land that Freya keeps? Ah, crap, I can't remember. She runs the meadow, and Odin runs the he runs Valhalla. Is there like... I think there's an issue with lighting because I don't see any of the lights lit. So this is the mead hall. So we got the big... Okay, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff missing. We might have to log out and log back in. I wonder if...
Yeah. What do you got on the wall up there? Like a giant ogre head?
Yeah, big troll that I killed, man. He dropped his skull as a trophy. And then there's gray dwarves.
Nice.
And there's a couple different gray dwarves, and there's deer. I think the pig is right here. Yeah, the pig's right there. Like, all my lighting is messed up. What's going on here? Oh, those are out of fuel. That's kind of why it's dark in here. Let's grab some fuel. If I have any. Oh, there's a little bit. That'll work enough to light this stuff up. We'll get the torches going. Get some light in here. There we go. So we got our big mead barrels right here. A little bed and some personal gears. So there's the deer trophy. We got some... If we look behind the throne, we got some skeleton trophies and whatnot back there. Some other fantastical creatures. Killed a wolf the other day, so he's up on the wall. Here's our boar buddy. He's right there. Big old tusks on him. So the idea is that your guy Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Server's having trouble. That's why it's not working quite right. Here, I gotta switch back to my face so I can type that back in. Join IP. Just like that. Just like that. Rut-row Revy. We might not be doing Valheim tonight. That'll suck. I guess we'll do Dwarf Fortress. We'll see. We'll see if it loads. If it doesn't load,
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the internet or your stream, but we are dropping some frames.
I do see 10% of frames are dropping. Although I show as having pretty solid internet connection. We might have just had it failed to connect. I think we have an issue with the server. Let me give this guy a poke. Let me give him a poke. Let me give him a poke. Okay, let's try to connect one more time here. Because it shows that Jerry is still connected, so it just might be my internet here. I am so over my internet. I cannot wait for that Starlink. So ready for Starlink. Doesn't look good. Just thinking about it. Let's try. Let's try. Oh, the screen changed. It says loading. Connecting. Let's see if it works this time. Asking for a password. Alright, let's see if we get in and we can switch back to the game view here. Kind friends and companions. Alright. I think we're out of the woods here. Come join me in rhyme. Alright. You can see how it's still showing the meadow. There's no trees or anything. The game's loading all this crap. All the modifications to the ground we've made. Starts loading as we go out. I think it'll work. If the grass appears underneath that sign right there, I think we're out of the woods. I think we're out of the woods. Oh, this will probably be pretty cool because I did a lot of terraforming right here. You see, I've dug into this hillside and changed it all up. Wow, the server is really struggling. It's getting there. Oh, we're starting to see some grass. That's a good sign. Starting to see some trees. Maybe we'll get away with this. I have a feeling the server needs to be rebooted. Let me just message them and see what they say. I think we're stable. I see lights again. I'll fire up these. Oh, lost my resin. So, anyways, we'll try this one more time. Oh, it's showing. You see that little blinking light in the upper left corner? That's new. I've never seen that before. Connection error. Are we dropping frames? Not really. Not any more than we were. Well, I guess... Oh. No. Nope. 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 Not gonna work. Not gonna work. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll recover. I'm gonna message the guy that runs the server and see what he's got. All right. Well, Valheim's not gonna work. Let me minimize that. Let me minimize that. Let me minimize this. I think my Dwarf Fortress is on this screen now. Yes, it is. We're gonna do some Dwarf Fortress instead. So I need to do that button, and I need to do that button. Let's load up some Dwarf Fortress, and I'm gonna show you what died in a fire.
So is this a new encampment?
Nope, I reverted the save, actually. Step 1, kill the sound. Step 2, continue playing. Alright, we're gonna... Is it this camera? No. Is it this camera? Yes, it is. Ta-da, there's my face. So you guys can see my face. I'm gonna put my face up here. That's where I put my face. Okay. As you can see, it got wet. It got very, very wet. But the water's still flowing. Are the machines still running? Yes, they are. So the problem was when I did this, what happened? Why did that fail? Something failed, and it filled that room with water to the point where they couldn't get out of the room. They're dumb. They're dwarves. They're idiots. Oh. Oh no. No. How do I delete those burrows? Yes, delete it. Delete it. Yes, delete it. Okay. Escape. Done. So dwarves will run from threats, even if it means they run into a corner and they run directly into harm's way. And so what had happened is the dwarves somehow they got into the back corner of this place when it filled with water, and they couldn't get out, and they wouldn't swim, and they just stood up there and they starving and drowning, and enough of them died that other ones went, oh my god, and they threw a hissy fit and started killing each other, and it was catastrophe. It's just asinine. But that was a couple weeks after this particular point in the save, so I think we're far enough back. Everything looks stable enough. I don't think we're in too much trouble. We got crap for a drink. We have 90 something meals, so the first thing we're gonna do is
need a mop.
We definitely need a mop. We're going to tell the brewer to start making some alcohols, which means we probably need some barrels. So we'll make some barrels. Alright, that's good. And we were working on bedrooms, apparently, when the end of the world happened. So we're going to open this up. Open that up. Open that up. Goes the guy with the motorcycle again, man. He never stops. He just... Burr, 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 burr. Alright, I'm going to get that going. Okay, we'll get him to working. Oh, what kind of wall is that? That doesn't look familiar. Quartzite. That's new. So this will be bedrooms 1. We're going to do the same thing 1 level down. How many people we got? We got 50 people. We got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 bedrooms. That should be enough. Looks like we got a little bit more digging to do right there to open that up. I have no idea how many beds we have, so let's see if the guy counted them. We have 11 beds available, 16 are installed. Is that a true statement? Well, it's 3 installed, 11 available, so after he's done making barrels, we're going to need beds. Lots and lots and lots of beds. He's still making barrels. We're going to need a bunch of doors. Get some of these bedrooms made. Okay.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
I can't get Valheim to work, dude, so I'm playing Dwarf Fortress instead. The server dumps me out. Are you in the game?
I am.
And you're able to load the game, no problem, and everything?
Yeah. I've been playing this whole time. I gathered up a bunch of junk.
Yeah, I was trying to get the game to work, but it was freaking out. You know what? What I'm doing is I'm gonna quit it and I'm gonna restart the game. Maybe that's what's screwing me here. Put that 64 gigs of RAM to work here and load both Dwarf Fortress and Valheim at the same time. That's stable. That's not asking for trouble.
I thought,
Do what?
Well, I thought 32 was 4.
Yeah, buddy. That's because I do all that video rendering crap.
I just haven't found a need for it yet.
Alright, we're going to save these guys before they murder themselves.
But I was smart about it. I did buy one 32-bit RAM instead of 16 because I've only got 2 slots on this bitch.
Oh, yeah, man. Definitely pair it up, yo. Alright. Alright, let's...
Well, there's no need. I can get another 32, but...
Oh, I gotta hide the login screen information here right quick. Yeah, I've been pinging you trying to get your attention for a couple seconds now because I wanna stream this, and I know you've been working on stuff.
I've had some issues with my headset.
Well, when I'm streaming like this, I can't come in.
Yeah. I picked up 24 Circling course. I just did a bunch of dungeons.
24. That should be perfect. I think that's exactly what we need to build the manufacturing warehouse.
Oh, hang on. 34.
Well, it's definitely rendering faster.
I just went and did about 9 dungeons.
I just watched you like run out of the hillside because the world is still rendering. Let me switch this over to here.
Yeah, what's going on? Mine's pretty quick.
Still loading. Like I'm watching the dock draw. The boats are stable again.
Are you watching it slowly build?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if you've got a step process or something. Maybe go to your task manager and kill the process or something.
Oh, I bounced.
This is guild process tree.
Yeah,
we bounce the whole freaking box.
I might have to bounce the whole box. Yeah. Well, he's able to run around now. Yeah, I think it's stable enough. Okay, we're running. We're gonna show you guys what's up. That guy with that motorcycle needs to stop. So, anyways, Longhouse looks good. I'm gonna try. We've already talked about that. We got this. Nope. There, the game just died. Nope. Just a video glitch. So we got a portal house here, which takes us all around the world. To show you guys that, I'm gonna do this. So the world is in fact flat in Valheim. It's also not the real world. It's supposed to be Niflgaard or something like that. The place between places, purgatory, if you will. We started this space down here. This was a huge project last night, this morning, where we leveled off the ground to build a big workshop off the boats. So the boats bring the supplies in, and the workshop processes them. Got a big trophy of a sea serpent. And we put him on the old dock. So here's the old dock that we were using before we upgraded to the new slips. So these are called slips. These are not docks, they're slips. So you slip the boat into the space, and there's spots to crawl out of the water and whatnot in case you fall in, so you don't drown. We got two
Why
long.
would you think of building that?
Huh?
Why would you think of building that?
Due to repetitive dying, actual dying, actual irritation. So we got two large longboats and one short longboat. The game calls this little guy a carve. What's the name of the big boats? What do they call the big boats in the game?
What? Longboats.
Oh, there's straight longboats. Cool. So the little marina here is done up, and if you look, it's slip 3, little man, and we come over to this sign. We have slip 2, moonin, and we come over
I
here.
apologize. It's called Long Ship.
Long ship. Yeah, that makes more sense. So tonight's big project is that thing right there. We built these two land masses were close together enough that there was a little swampy area here, and then we built a bridge across it so you could run across there with the carts. So the goal tonight, we just made the bridge work, but tonight I'm going to reorganize or re-engineer how the bridge actually functions. So that'll be a big part of tonight, and the other part of tonight is building the warehouse. I'm sorry, the workshop. So Jerry is right here. Hi, Jerry. You can wave. See? Hi, Jerry. How you doing, buddy? Jerry here is going to get the walls and the doors put on this thing and start framing this in while I'm going to do the bridge work. And then when I'm done with the bridge work, I'm going to come over here and give a hand to Jerry. And oh, no, I'm not. I'm disconnected. It's not working, Jerry. It's not
Your
working.
audio is very pixelated as well.
Yeah,
It might be your internet connection.
I think I'm gonna have to bounce the stream down because I think I'm having trouble with everything because Spectrum sucks. I think we're not
I have
gonna run
Spectrum,
tonight.
and I never have a problem. I'm in a good area for it.
Yeah, they're just giving me a hard time. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually bring the stream down, and y'all can jump in Discord and watch the stream in Discord. That's what we're gonna do tonight. So I appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out and watching the hurdy-gurdy practice. If you want to see more Valheim, I apparently can't put it on YouTube and also play it at the same time. So by all means, come by the Discord channel. The link's there. And say hello. And I'll be streaming the game via the Discord chat. So you guys will be able to see what's going on there. For right now, I'm going to bring the stream down. I hope you all have a fantastic evening, and we'll be back again Friday night, hopefully, with party games and whatnot. Until then, closing credits.
I take a breath, I'm not gonna lose. This is what I came here to do. I walk that wire and I take that step. Won't look down, got no regrets. Won't look down, got no